back. I'm just gonna wait for you guys to join on here. I just ate my bowl of oatmeal. Honestly, I should have put more protein in this. Because you can't even really taste it. This was bomb though, I'm not even gonna lie. Hi guys. Hi guys. Hey Tomry. I eat cinnamon buns. Hello. Talk about howdy. What? Who said that? Oh. Bruh. While I was finishing my oatmeal, you guys all joined at once and I was like, hey, how y'all doing? 6'7" is crazy. Hey Tomry. Y'all, nothing much. I've been like so lazy these past few days. And you know what? I am gonna talk about the tea because I'm annoyed. I was supposed to be in a movie at my school and like they emailed me back. They were all like, oh yeah, like you got it, blah blah blah. We'll send you the details end of day Monday. End of day Monday comes around and I never hear anything. The lady never emails again. Cut to today. Today's Wednesday. Then the same lady reaches out, emails me again, and is like, hey guys, we're looking for another 50 actors to be in this movie for the school, but instead of shooting at the school this time, we're going to shoot at a club nearby. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, you know what? No, y'all lost me. Y'all lost me. You couldn't even have like the professionalism to email the first time around when you were supposed to. I'm good. I'm good. So we're sharing that tea. But yeah. Tomorrow night, yip. What's happening tomorrow night? Hi guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I low-key have homework to do tonight too. Didn't even start yet. I just don't care. I just want to go surfing, bruh. I don't care about any of this. This is really good. Okay. I'm down to my last crumb of oatmeal. Not really so much anymore. I'm actually gonna grab my laptop. I love this laptop, but I hate how it's so heavy. Girl. Am I dumb? Why was I muted? How did that even happen? What was the last thing you guys heard? Oh, Lord. Anyways, subscribe. We're trying to get to 10K by the end of March. Turn on your post notifications. And yeah, where was I leaving off with that? Do you guys have any tea? I feel like I'm pretty calm tonight. I don't want to like rage out about anything. I'm so tired all the time these days, you guys. Hi from Germany. No, you're all good. Subscribe. Yeah. You tell him. You tell him, Tomry. Clock that. Okay, hello. What is going on with my computer? Hello. Thank you. Girl, hello. Okay. And also, you know what? I'm making a new TikTok account because I'm mad as hell. Like, sometimes I'll post on there and, like, my video will be stuck at 0 views. And I'm like, how is that even possible? Like, something is not right for real. That's not even supposed to be happening. Like, hello. It's not even realistic. Let's be real. No way 0 people have seen this video. Hello. How old are you? 35. I'm 35, guys. Hey, thank you, Country Kirby, for the gifts. GIFs. I'm gonna start calling it gifts. I don't like jewels. Hey, guys, thanks for the jewels. It reminds me of, like, the vape things. 35? Yeah. I'm turning 36 this year. Yup. I have the 52 people in here. Please subscribe. We're trying to get to 10K by the end of March, and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss a new video or live stream. And yeah, we talk about all kinds of stuff on here. Why would you lie like that? 35 going on 19 is crazy. Y'all fried. She's not 35. It's just fun. Literally me yesterday, I was like, why do people lie? I don't even understand why people lie. But I mean, like, lie about, like, serious stuff. But guys, I'm not actually 35. I'm 22. Midterms clarification. Okay, what is this, bruh? Use open internet. Okay, great. This guy is such an asshole. Oh my god, this professor. Anyways. Let's go in and see if I actually got any of this stuff right. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that comment. Crazy how they believe that. They were like, 35? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And what about it? I got underwear older than you. What the F? I've heard that one before. You look like 14. What the F? I wonder what I will look like if I'm 35. If I live to see the day. You know? Let's see. How did I do on this one? Ew. Don't be cringe, bro. Don't be weird. Don't be weird, guys. Please write the number. Okay, no, I don't care about that. Where's my assignment? Are you narcissistic yet? You're a weirdo. Why do people even, like, talk like that? You're a weirdo, bro. We need help. Do you have any tips for beginners in streaming? Honestly, just get started. It's gonna be, like, kind of weird feeling maybe for a while, but if it's something you really want to do, just do it. That would honestly be my biggest advice. How come it looks like this? This is supposed to... Ooh, Lord, yeah, this is not it. This is not it. My assignment, not it. I knew, because one, you don't look 35 and you don't talk like it either. What are 35-year-olds supposed to talk like? Is this like, do you get a wise voice when you become of a certain age? What's going on with that? Let me see how I did on this one. Bill Gates is crazy. I'm doing data analytics, so I'm checking my homework right now because I have a midterm on Friday. So yes, blah 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 blah. Okay, actually I could open up 2 tabs. I do not have any tax questions. Yes, of course. Whatever major you picked, it was wrong, and that's okay. Honestly, you're kind of not wrong. I, like, hate this. I'm not even gonna lie. This is, like, just feels wrong. None of this feels like, you know, like it matches with me. Angie, when you invite me over there? Never. I don't invite random people to where I live. Oh, but that's me. No, but they don't say stuff like crazy work. Did I say that in this live stream already? I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of people in their 30s that are still pretty immature. This was the one. Yeah, I think this was the one. Probability distributions. It's just weird the way that he does this. Yay, I got it right though. Okay, I don't even need to like worry. I just have to worry about how I format it. Do you have tall black boots? No, bro. What do you think? I'm Patrick Star with the tall black boots. I actually did just get black Ugg boots in today though. Some of y'all are genuinely tripping. Some of y'all are genuinely tripping. I don't know why we're asking me these questions, so until somebody comes in here with a little bit of normalcy, I'm just not gonna say anything. I can't. What is going on? Actor 28 reveals he's in the last stage of life. Girl, what? Wait a minute. What's his name? Is he still in jail? Okay. What are we doing right now? He's still alive. He's 63. He's 63? Damn. Who's he married to now? He's married. Oh my god. This internet lore. She's 39. Damn. What are we even doing right now, chat? I work with grown adults that act like toddlers. Exactly. This is coming from a 20-year-old. Wait, what? What's coming from a 20-year-old? What? So no, what is happening? So no tattoos. Why do I never know what we're talking about? It's like a inside joke that I feel left out on. What's happening? Guys, come on, what the flip? What the flip are we talking about? Can we just be so for real? Let me never do that again. But I'm so excited to go surfing this weekend. I hope I actually like catch a wave. I'm definitely gonna vlog it because I feel like that would be fun. That'd be fun content. BBQ bacon burger. Actually, a bacon burger low-key sounds good right now. I don't know about barbecue. No, I mean, I guess it doesn't really sound that bad. Teach me how to surf, for real, for real. I will as soon as I learn, because I have no idea how to surf right now. I have no idea. Oh, let's check some of my comments too and see all the new people who've subscribed. Yeah, let's check. I don't get to see this data on my phone. Are these real people? I'm always wondering if like some of these accounts are real people or not. Is this AI? I hope so. I hope so. The guy, when I was doing the wakeboarding, he's like, your stance is good. It's like, it's great actually. Like your hands, like when you're holding the rope, you're supposed to keep it here. You're shifting it over to your stomach, and then that's when the board goes sideways and you flop. I stay on for like 15-20 seconds. I haven't gone back. I'm gonna be real. Last time I went wakeboarding was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I don't know. I'm definitely not going this week because I'm surfing this weekend, so I don't want to do both and then I'm gonna be like sore and tired for surfing. But like I will make my way back to wakeboarding. I think I just feel kind of like meh about it, you know, not because like, oh, I didn't learn 100% on the first day, but like just because I don't like the idea of my feet being strapped in. I want to be free. I want to like free fall, you know what I mean? And with wakeboarding, you kind of can't free fall. Like you fall and then like your feet go up in the air and you gotta unstrap it from the freaking boots. Wakeboarding, let's see, is a fast-growing, thrilling water sport that combines surfing, snowboarding, and water skiing techniques. You know what though? It probably is like a good sport to learn, just to be able to like maneuver your body. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I should go back. Maybe I should go back. I don't know. Like, honestly, I think about it too. If this was me years ago, I would have never volunteered to be in a space. Because it's like, when you go, everybody's in a line. So you're like lining up to go wakeboard. And then like you have a line of people just watching you eat shit in the water if you fall. And it's like, it's very humbling and a little bit humiliating, but you know, now that I'm more outgoing now and like cool, I'm not like worried about it as much. But if that was me years ago, girl, I would have been like, I'm good. I'm good. I don't know why that's so common. Wait, that what is so common? The traditional method using a specialized boat to create large wave for tricks, cable wakeboarding, more accessible, affordable option. But it's like, it like freaking launches you off though when you first go. And that's kind of annoying. I don't like that. It like launches you and you have no time to prep, really. You just gotta go. You just gotta go, dude. You know what I mean? Taco Bell. Oh my god, I love Taco Bell. I just did a video about Taco Bell the other day. That's so funny. Well, Angie live. Damn straight, Angie is live. What's going on? I'm not sick, no. That was a while ago. That was like weeks ago. But my roommate is sick and low-key and like, I hope I don't get sick. I open all the windows. I'm like, let this place air out. Can we just talk about the political and economic state of the world right now? I know, right? What the flip, bruh. Hi guys. I love Taco Bell. How did I go from I love Taco Bell? I would kind of be interested in wake surfing too. Cause at least your feet are free. I don't like the no feet being free thing. Can you wakeboard without the stupid boots? I hate them damn boots. Yeah, I don't want the damn boots, bro. But it's not really technically called wakeboarding then if it's not, I guess. And you wear that stupid helmet and the stupid life vest, which you all need to like survive because you go pretty fast on the water. Thank you, Shell. Hi, T. Bennett. What is going on? Lower brightness on laptop screen. Oh, whoa. Son, why you not live? I am live. Now I want Taco Bell. I'm about to order some Taco Bell. You know what? I don't understand where people have like made the thing of like, oh yeah, Taco Bell bothers my stomach so bad. I don't really ever have issues with Taco Bell. Like, I don't think I can name one time I've had issues with Taco Bell. I'm like, that's surprising because my stomach is pretty sensitive, but I've never had issues with Taco Bell. I'm a son now. I'm a son. I refuse all life vests. I'm a little too confident when it comes to swimming. Hey, Bri, what's going on, man? What do you want for dinner, son? Is crazy. I just had oatmeal, like protein oatmeal. I need to get back into the gym. I was supposed to go... If I went Saturday, okay, Sunday, Monday. I was probably supposed to go like yesterday or Monday. But I've been putting it off. Tomorrow I have to go. Today's Wednesday, yeah. Tomorrow I really have to go. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. She's way too young. Goodbye. Bye, bro. Thank God. Bro's weird. I might have a strong stomach. I've never had an issue with coffee. Because I don't drink coffee. I don't like coffee. I like tea. I'm a tea person. Angie, when's the Bride collab? That is a good question. When is the Bride collab? Guys, when should we collab? When shall we collab? And this is weird because I feel like I've seen this person before. Okay. Let's stalk my other subscribers on here. I'm just curious, you know? There's real people behind these accounts, guys, obviously. Yes, we do need to collab. When you come into Tampa, bruh. Low-key, I wish I lived in St. Pete. I want to be, like, closer to the beach. Why would I think that they should not release the Epstein files? Of course they should. Why in any world would anybody think that they shouldn't? That's crazy. I agree. Yes. Free. You're gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you. I'm like such a freaking bum, guys. All I do is sleep all day, and then I get sad because I'm sleeping all day, and it's just like, bro, you know, but I do well. Like, I have my phases. Like, sometimes I'll get up and I'll do what I'm supposed to do, like, for weeks on end, be really productive, be really cool. And then, like, it all just gets trashed because I get sad and then I sleep all the time again. It's like a constant cycle. Is that normal? Does anybody else go through that? Or is that giving abnormal? What's the real tea now? What is it? What is it giving? Is what is it's giving? Let's see. Wait, what? You wait a minute. Oh, Dakota might be my twin, so my triplet. You know what's funny is I feel like I've been encountering a lot of twins. Tomry is a twin, and who else? Oh, yeah, I have these two twin girls that are in my class, and I was like doing a group project with them. And like in my head, it was like it took me, bro, why did it take me like 20-30 minutes to realize, oh my god, like these girls look really alike. And then I was like thinking about it in my head. I'm like, should I ask if they're twins or something? And I'm like, that's a really stupid question. Like, I'm not gonna ask that. They look exactly alike. So them two. Then who else is twins? I have my cousin is a twin, the twins. And then who else, bro? I feel like there's way more twins that I know about. And you know what's weird too? I've been like seeing people that I know, like at my apartment or at school. I keep seeing the same people. Apparently, during this surfing trip, I'm going with like one of the girls that was friends with my next door neighbor that I went to their house for like a Halloween party. And I'm like, how do you even like make that stuff up? How does that even happen? What are the chances of that happening? You know what I mean? And it's like kind of awkward because I didn't really like her, but the group I think is big enough to like not have to worry about it. Yeah, unfortunately I know that already. Yeah, of course they are. Hello. Angie, are you depressed? Why you sleep so much? I think so. Like, I wouldn't say I have depression, but I would say like the past like week or two I've been kind of depressed. I don't know. I go in my life in waves as anybody else, I suppose. Enjoy being a bum before you gotta lock in and be a real adult and you have to worry about other people. Well, you know what the best part of that is that I can completely control that. So if I don't want to have to worry about other people, I don't. You want to know why? Because for the most part, I can control if I have kids or not. You know? So like, hey, I don't really have to worry about that. And that's not something I want for a very long time, if ever, honestly. I love my niece though, and then I have another niece on the way, which is very exciting and fun. But just like, I hate everybody, you know what I mean? I do not want to be in a relationship with anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. Like, I don't know, like, sometimes I'd be thinking, I'm like, should I go to therapy? Because this really is that deep. You know what I mean? Oop, we got a hater. Wait, a hater on what? My twin is also a twin. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. No way. I feel like if I ever did want kids, though, I would want twins. Like, it's either twins or nothing. Because why would I want just one solo child? Where's the twins of it all? You know what I mean? We all have our good days and our bad days. And that is very true. That is very true. Ooh, oh my god, this person's surfing. Or, I don't know. Is she, like, real? Is this subscriber real, guys? I don't know. Yeah, where's Papa John and Bear? Literally, like, why are they not here right now? Literally, like, why are they not here? Aw, I really want to go to Hawaii, too. I always be talking about random stuff, but... yeah, I gotta check, like, my analytics more and see what's going on. I haven't been up to date as I should. As I should be. Yeah, let's not. Your hard work, publishing more helped your channel get 11,000% more views than usual. Your channel has, yeah, 6.6 million views. And last month is crazy, girl, what? It's all from that freaking 1-800 ad, though, for the most part. Let's see. What else is YouTube gonna tell me? You you always late or early. It's so true. We're never like exactly on time. We were like the most on time tonight because we started live at 9:10. It's usually the time we're supposed to start. It's like around 9 p.m. I would say single for life, but I also had new fun shit yesterday. But if this does if this doesn't work out, I'll stop. That's so funny. You know what? I just watched like a Pamela Anderson documentary tonight, and like I found it interesting because she's been married so many times, like she's dated so many people. And I kind of walked away from that, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should try to like go back out in the dating world. Like maybe it's not such a bad thing after all. And I don't know. I just view it differently than like people do. Like she's talking about, oh, like I love being in love and all this stuff, and it's like, meanwhile, I'm thinking about that. I get flashbacks in my head, and I'm like, oh, I hate that because like people are like always up your ass, you know what I mean? Like, why am I such a weirdo? This is not like normal mentality. I don't know. And also, good luck. Good luck with the fine shit, bruh. If this doesn't work out, we're all going to the psych wards at this point. Hey, Jones. Hey, Joseph. Actually, sometimes I do a good Trump impersonation, unfortunately. Not like a great one, but like good enough. I don't know if we're gonna try that right now, though. Let's see. Remix views? I don't even know what remix is on this. Is that like when other people remix? Alright, let's see. I had to post more too in the community tab. When we getting married? Never. I don't think I'll ever get married. I honestly like cannot imagine myself getting married. I just don't think it's in the cards for me, you guys. I'm not upset by that. I really just want to travel. I want to travel and have like good friendships. I don't understand why. I guess it's starting over again. Oh my god, I didn't even know what I'm clicking on. Yay, that's good. At least you guys that are subscribed, that are turning on all notifications for your channel is increasing, y'all. Make sure to turn on your post notifications. Hello. So don't miss a new thing. Yay! Okay, so it's like 60-40 split. That's cool. Majority of y'all are like between 25 to 35. Y'all older than me. That's crazy. Let's see. United States, UK, Canada, Germany, Brazil. That's really cool. That's like my favorite part about the analytics, is seeing where you guys are like from. You know what I mean? Let's see. Right. Oh, thank you for the gifts. Let's see. I lied. I never let chat. I never left the chat. I got Taco Bell. What'd you get from Taco Bell? I want Taco Bell now. Guys, I may go and get Taco Bell. You know what? I've honestly been like wanting to make more long form videos too. Because I actually really enjoy making the long form videos, but like they never get any views, and it makes me sad because like I work hard on them. It's like I want you guys to see them. But I know that this channel, we're primarily like live stream and short focused. So it's like kind of hard to convert you guys over to the long form, you know? But like, I don't know, I just love it. I guess that's a part of me too that loves old YouTube style and like misses old YouTube style. I don't know. Thank you, Mr. 20. Clock it. Does age matter to you? What's like the oldest or youngest you would date? Sorry if it's too personal. They have empanadas at Taco Bell. Chicken quesadilla. I love a good chicken. You literally got two of my favorite things: chicken quesadilla and Doritos tacos. Yeah, as you should. As you should. And in terms of like dating, I don't really know, bruh. It's kind of hard for me to say because I just feel overall so disconnected from dating in general. So it's like I don't even really think about it in my head like, oh, what's the youngest I would date? What's the oldest I would date? Like I just kind of feel like meh, you know? But I probably wouldn't date somebody. I don't think I'd date somebody older than 26 at this point, and I don't think I would date somebody younger than probably like 20. Nah. Nope. Those are like my cutoff ages. Not younger than 20 and not older than 26. So I'm kind of like right in the middle of that, 22. Yeah, you gotta like be between 20 to 26. But I feel like that's fair. That's what it should be. Sometimes some of y'all's gaps be a little bit too big. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Nacho fries! Oh my god! I can't even talk about how much I love nacho fries. Hello! I love nacho fries so much. I actually got nacho fries the other day, and like they were big ones. Like the fries were like long. I was like, girl, did they upgrade the nacho fries or what? Angie is 35, y'all. Keep up, keep up. Yes, guys, I'm 35. I kind of wish I was in a way because I'm just like, I just want to skip to the future. I need to know if this works out or not. For real. Damn, now I want Taco Bell. I have a Taco Bell right down the street. I can Uber Eat it if I won't because I don't want to move and like lose my parking spot. Okay. Oh my god, why am I so ridiculous, bro? Who's that behind you? Nobody. A ghost, maybe? From a 32-year-old, you want to take your time getting here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm like in such a weird funk. Like, it's not like really bad because if it was really bad, I probably wouldn't even be live right now. But like, I don't know. I strive too much for perfection and I feel like I don't give myself the credit that I deserve. Like I'm too like, oh my god, but I need to be doing better, but I need to be doing this better, but I need to be doing that better. And it's like, okay, how about you just live in the moment, queen? How about you just live in the moment? You know, I don't know. Let's see, I always check this too. I mean, it's not entirely accurate, but yes, I know. We just gotta continue working hard and like staying consistent. That's it. And you know what? I feel like it's really been TikTok that's been bumming me out because it's like I post videos on there and it's like I love the videos that I make. Like, you know what I mean? But I post it on TikTok and it gets like 0 views and it like glitches out and it's like it just triggers me and I'm like, you know what? No, I'm gonna start a new account because they've like done messed with my account. Like it's just weird. I've never on any other platform, I've never had that issue. Like if, you know, for some reason TikTok it's so mad. Like if you from the moment you start your account and you have any pause in consistency, even if you try to rebuild it, you can't. Like you just basically have to start a new account. They're so particular about that and it's like annoying. I've never had that issue on YouTube. I've never had that issue on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like it's just like why is TikTok? Why are y'all being like that? It's not it, you know? It's not it. Yes. And you know what? I don't even really like posting on TikTok that much anyway. I never did. I only use TikTok to mainly just like upload my videos and then from there I download and I like share on Instagram and share on YouTube and stuff. But like honestly, if I had to rate them, my favorite social media platforms would be YouTube, Instagram, and then TikTok. And Snapchat is probably like behind TikTok because I barely even use her anymore. But yeah, I love you guys. You guys have been here, you know, many of you, since the very beginning. We really started streaming last year. that was like so crazy. I was not expecting that like at all. Just completely, you know what I mean? It's kind of crazy how life works like that. That's why it's important to try different things and just see what sticks, you know? Be brave. I guess your 20s are for exploration, you know? But really, anybody at any age can explore anything, let's be real. Tickety talk. Yeah, fuck TikTok, bruh. But I'm gonna start my new account and watch me regain all my momentum. But then it's like I'm gonna be stuck in jail because then, well, not really, because I already have a consistent thing. My thing is now I post 2 reels a day, 2 shorts a day, and 2 TikToks a day. So if I just stick to that every day and like never take off, then, you know, TikTok shouldn't be mad and I should be able to rebuild and gain my momentum again. And yeah, I feel like school's kind of been bumming me out too because I just feel like misplaced. I don't feel like I can relate to anybody that's there. And it's just weird, you know what I mean? It's just like a lot of the kids in my classes are like, oh yeah, I can't wait to get a 9 to 5 office corporate job. And I'm like, I do not want that shit. Like I don't want that. I don't like that. And they do presentations, they have people come in and they're like, oh, this is how to dress professionally. You can't have your hair certain colors. You can't wear a skirt above or below this length. You have to wear a certain kind of heel. You can't talk a certain way. You can't do this a certain way. And it's like, when you really think about it, the whole corporate world, the whole getting like a regular 9 to 5 job, it completely strips one of their individuality. And it's like the goal is to just make everybody the same freaking robot and have them, you know, do work to make rich people even richer. And I just hate that. I don't like that idea, you know? I want people to believe in themselves and believe in their dreams and actively put forth the work and the consistency into making their own dreams come true, not to further push $1 billion brand. You know what I mean? It's like push yourself first. I don't know. It's just, yeah, I just get like triggered. Like, anytime, and this is one class too specifically where we have a lot of that going on, and she'll ask us to do like projects and work with people and then come speak at the beginning of class or in the front of class, you know, about like, oh, what we came up with in 30 minutes. And it's just, to me, it's so stupid. Like, it's a time waster. You know, one of the projects we did was like, which I guess is kind of good. You got to know how to advocate for yourself in any world, right? But at the same time, the prompt was something like, oh yeah, imagine you're talking to your supervisor trying to convince them that you should get a raise. And it's like, in my head, like that just sounds so like sad. You know what I mean? Like the fact that you have to like basically beg another person to be like, please consider me. I work so hard. Please pay me more. It's just like, is this really the most that we as humans can strive for? Like, I don't know. I feel like people have such bigger talent and things to put towards than that. I don't know. Not the big motivational Angie Kabambii speech of it all. But it's like, yeah, I don't know. That's been like messing with my psyche a little bit. I appreciate the lives and hanging out with you guys too. Hello. I posted twice in a row on TikTok and got over 3K views. People I know found me, so I stopped. Well, you know what? That's a great thing, number one. But I guess it's not a great thing for people who don't want to be on the like social media like that. You know, like sometimes I have to remember not everybody like wants to like be so out there, like, you know, have people find them. That's how I feel now. So many people text me, oh my god, hey, I saw the ad. And it like just makes me think too, like, you know, if all kinds of people have seen that ad, you know, this is so like random. But it's like, yo, if I ever start a OF, like people would know immediately, and then it would all circle around. Like, this is the internet. People know everything immediately as soon as it happens. And it's like, I don't realize that sometimes. Like, sometimes I really think, oh yeah, nobody's watching, nobody's listening, you know, because sometimes things are silent, or like majority of people that comment are like genuine, like nice supporters, or, you know, whatever, the same people that I recognize. But it's like low key, you never know who's watching. And you never know who's sharing, you never know what people are saying. And it's like kind of crazy. Like the internet is a huge place. It's a lot. Technically, once you post something out there, that's it. You've lost control over who it goes to or what happens with it or how you're perceived. You kind of just lose control over all of that. And it's weird. Like, you can try to control your own narrative as best as you can, but at the end of the day, people are going to make up their own narratives about things, and you have to have thick enough skin to just, like, say, hey, this is something I really enjoy, so I'm going to keep doing it, and I'm going to do what I like, put it out there, and hopefully people will see what I like about it, or you just rage quit and be like, oh my god, I'm never doing this again. But some people just genuinely don't like social media, and that's completely fine. Like, I get it. People just want to live their lives too. But, for us attention whores over here, we love it. We love the ability to, like, talk to people, to post, to, like, get our voices heard and get out there. But I feel like, I don't know, I wasn't always like that either. I was a lot more shy when I was younger. But let me catch up on all these comments after that long yap. No, I'm not a millionaire girl. Such a business girl. I wish you were the CEO of my company. We gotta build it, but you're still perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like, you know what? I'm in this place of, like, I love social media, but it's also so hard to exist sometimes because people will build narratives about anything. Like, nobody is ever truly, truly free. You're only truly free if you reach that level of, like, genuinely not giving a to the very max. Like, not caring, what people on the internet think, obviously. Not even caring what your friends or your family or people that acquaintances think. Like, once you reach that level, I mean, maybe you're in pure bliss. I don't know. As much as I say, oh, I don't care what people think about me, I think that's half true and half like a coping thing. Because of course I do, I care what my family thinks about me. I care what my friends think about me, and to some extent I do care what, like, strangers on the internet think about me too. Aside from, like, the haters. Like, the haters make me mad. They just troll, whatever. I don't really care what they think. But, like, when it comes to you guys, like, my supporters on here, of course I care what you guys think about me and how you guys perceive me as well. It's like, are you in this constant battle of, like, trying to keep everybody happy, but also stay authentic to yourself, At least that's how I kind of feel sometimes. Hey, yo, thank you for the super chat, LCR. Let's freaking go. W in the chat for LCR. School's just gonna try to keep making you one of those zombies. And you know what? I actually had this conversation with my brother the other day, and he's like, you know why they call it a program, right? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, they call it a program because essentially they are programming you to be different. Like, not like to be different, but like programming and changing your mindset to be something that it was not before, so that it more aligns with, like, whatever job role that you're going into. And it's like, I never thought about that, but that's kind of low-key true. And I think that's why I get so triggered and upset, like, when I go into some of these classes and they're all like, oh, if you don't do this, you're never gonna find a job, you're not gonna be set aside or look different from any other applicant. And it's just like, it just feels so dehumanizing to live in a world where everything is about numbers and how much you can stand out, against the other person, and whether you're job ready, whether you're 9 to 5 ready. And it's like, maybe it was a different thing 50 years ago where somebody could genuinely get a job at a 9 to 5, work a few years, and, like, actually grow in the company and work themselves up. But I feel like nowadays it's not even so much worth it anymore, because people are busting their asses to get, like, a regular 9 to 5 job, and they're still living paycheck to paycheck. Like, you're not really set apart that differently from, like, your average struggling working person. And it's just like, it's just sad. I don't think this idea of, like, oh yeah, if you go to college you're set, I just think it's simply untrue nowadays. And I think in some ways people would be better in, like, chasing their dreams and trying to build genuinely for themselves. If you can put all that work into, like, a freaking millionaire or billionaire and help them better their company, what makes you think you can't do that for yourself? Think outside the box, build something that maybe you're passionate about, or if you like social media, get on there, start posting, build a business. You know what I mean? Like, this whole, this is, like, so crazy. Why are we getting into this at, like, this depth right now? But, like, these are things that I think about, you know what I mean? And it just aggravates me to, like, have some random, like, sit in the front of class and basically tell everybody, oh yeah, all those things about yourself, yeah, completely change that if you want to get a job. If you want to be able to survive in this world, completely get rid of anything that makes you an individual. And it's like, what the fuck is that? Why did we ever normalize that? You know? I very bluntly asked my boss for a raise at work. I hate working at a plant. As you should, Tomry. You know what? And that's the thing. Like, we should be teaching people to be more confident in their abilities and genuinely strive to be better at things that they're passionate and like, you know, sometimes you gotta kind of demand it. You can't like walk up and be all like measly and be like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to know what you bring to the table and, you know, whatever. So like, I guess it's to some extent that's what that class also tries to teach. Like, yeah, know your worth and like pitch yourself when it comes to asking for a raise and stuff like that. And that I do think is valuable. But I just think that sometimes the way that they frame it is like pathetic. Like, oh, try to convince your boss and the team members that why they should give you a raise. It's like, you're framing it wrong. You know what I mean? You should be framing it like, here's everything that I've contributed to the company, and you know, here's everything that I contributed, here's where I want to see myself go, and here's the timeline that I've been working here. So do we think that we can make something like that happen? And if it's like pushback or you don't get a straight answer or you get straight up denied, be like, you know, I'm sorry to hear that, but I would start looking for other jobs. I would go out. You know what? There's always something better. You do not have to stay stagnant at a place that you feel that like nervous to ask if like you can start doing better for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, why did we normalize that? Why did we normalize that? Like, I would counter that and be like, oh, okay, if you're not willing to do this, I actually just got a job offer here for this much amount for me to be in this position. Blah, blah, blah. Counter. See if they're willing to be like, oh, okay, like maybe we'll raise you a little bit because we don't want to lose you if you're really that good of a worker. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know, you gotta, everything's a game. Everything's a game, unfortunately, in this life. Hi, Yara. Thank you. Most jobs do across the board inflation raises and not individual performance based. That's because of people getting upset and jealous, so instead no one gets appreciated. I feel like there's a lot of things that we could talk about and talk about like the job market and all that stuff. Sad that you have to prove yourself to deserve more money. I don't understand that. A lot of my coworkers don't deserve what they make. You need to prove yourself. I think that there's like a double-edged sword with that, right? Like, it, you know, if you are somebody that's not doing stuff to the best of your ability and you really don't add any value to anything, then yeah, of course that's another conversation. Like, if you're genuinely like not doing shit, okay, then you probably don't deserve like the high achieving stuff if you're not a high achiever yourself. But again, there's a lot of people that go above and beyond that I've met in my personal life for $1 billion company, and it's like they stay at the position that they're at for years and years and years, and I don't understand that. I'm like, you don't think you're worth more than that? Like, look how hard you bust your ass for this company, and all they could say is, oh, thank you, here's a slice of pizza for our appreciation. Like, nobody's surviving off of a slice of pizza, bro. That's just not realistic. Why do you sound like a news anchor? I don't know. I wish I could listen to you rap. It would be nice to hear all your thoughts. I feel like sometimes when I do talk, it sounds like a rap because I talk really fast sometimes. To get to that point, you should try practicing humility. You know, I do have to do a quick check on that again because I forgot what it is. The quality of having a modest view of one's value or importance. I don't agree with that. I don't think it should be modest. I think people should have a very great view of themselves, but I don't think that it should come at a cost of nothing. You should view yourself in a very high light, but that's because you do things that are at that level. You know what I mean? I just don't agree with that. I don't agree with, that's basically saying like, oh yeah, be okay with being mid. And it's like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not okay with being mid. I don't, you know, and like maybe there's phases of our lives that like we're mid or that we're high achieving, or sometimes we flip back and forth. But it's like, I'm not somebody who wants to be mid for my whole life. I want to do very well for myself. I want to do great for myself. And not even just for myself, but just so that I'm able to like help those around me that I love. You know, there's things that comes with that. It's not just about like, oh yeah, I want to do this so that I look better on paper. I don't give a crap about that. It's something I want to do because I have the need to do it, you know? Wow, she's completely lost and thinks she should be the main character. Have you seen how people live in other countries? These are your issues. LMAO, what are you talking about? So, for you to think that an issue is invalid just because other people in other countries don't have the same issue is where you're wrong. So, I will go ahead and say that very confidently. I think we can all hold space for different issues that we have. Just because some person has one issue doesn't make another person's issue any more or less valid. I feel like that's just common sense. I actually don't, girl, but hey, how have you been? Let's see. Ooh! And Tom reclocking. Let's see what he said. He said, shut the F up. Someone can complain and still acknowledge that we have it better than other countries. Like, yeah, let's be so for real. And this is what I mean by when people nitpick shit that I say. Like, I can sit here and have like a whole huge conversation about all different kinds of walks of life and like how I view certain things and try to have some value in that. But it's always assholes like that dude to sit up there and be like, oh, why are you complaining? You're not even hearing what I'm saying. You think you're hearing what I'm saying, but you're really just interpreting it in your own shit and making up some shit that I never even said. Throughout this whole time that I've been talking, have I once said, oh my God, my issues are so bad. The issues that I have are worse than what people have in other countries. Have I ever made that comparison? No. I'm simply going off of how I feel at the moment, how I'm experiencing different things in my life. Because I can only speak from that. I can only speak from how I feel and my experience. You know, but if we want to have a conversation about how other people feel, then you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. You know, that's the whole point of having a chat. How do you guys feel about things? You know, I don't always need people to agree with me or disagree with me. Everybody's going to have their own opinion at the end of the day. But for somebody to come off like that is actually the definition of an asshole. You know what I mean? Like, you can disagree and still be respectful. Like, at that point, you're just being invalidating, and that's not a productive conversation. And clock it. And low-key clock it. Okay. They program you as soon as your little kindergartner ass steps foot into school. It's a form of imprisonment. And, like, not to be that woke or, like, that, you know, conspiracy theorist, but you know, I kind of believe that too. Like, of course we have to have school. There's some things in the education system that we have to learn. You know what I mean? Like, we have to know how to read. We have to know like things about history and like, you know, certain things. But do they teach us everything that we should know as an adult? Like how to survive, how to make money, how to keep money, you know, how to like know how to navigate all that stuff? Not really. You have to kind of go out of your way to take extracurricular courses. That's not like standard requirements, you know what I mean? But our work-life balance in America is shitty. No need to compare it to extremes. And that's another thing too. Like, we can sit here, you know, for anybody that lives in America, or, you know, US, whatever, we can sit here and complain and have our issues that we want to talk about out loud. You know, just because other countries have other issues doesn't mean that we can't have issues with ours. I can't sit here and speak for any other country's issues because I'm not from any other country. You know, now if I see something going on that is like god awful and horrific, of course I'm going to speak about it, you know? And if it's like documented, hey, this is what's going on, of course I can speak about it. But when it comes to something as like, okay, lived experience about the job market and shit, yeah, I can talk about that because I'm an American citizen. I live here. I can talk about what I see and experience as a person myself, and it's not great. You know, a lot of times we treat people like you're just another number in the system. Yeah, go enjoy your scrawny ass 30-minute lunch break. It's very hard to find a lot of jobs that have decent work and life balance. Like, I'm sorry if I believe that human beings should be able to like enjoy their time having lunch, should be able to actually have the time to go and pick healthy things for them to eat, you know, and have, you know, be able to pick that and not like freaking breaking their back or bank to be able to have healthy food for themselves, or, you know, have better access to healthcare. Like, you know, no country ever is perfect, We all have our issues, you know? America has a lot of pros, but it also has a lot of cons too, and that goes for literally every other country. It's really foolish to sit here and act like just because, oh, you know, we have a lot of things that other countries don't, that we should sit there and just be happy with whatever is given to us. That's not how it goes, because if we look at years and years and years back in history, there was a lot of things that were wrong. And if we sat back then and had the mindset of, oh, you know what, well, we already have it so good. Like, I know we have all these other issues, but let's not even worry about that right now. We have it so much better than other countries. We wouldn't even have gotten to the point that we've gotten to now. You know, people were segregated by bathrooms. Women couldn't vote, let alone have their own bank account or credit card. And because people sat up there and fought for those things to be changed, that's why we have the change that we do now. So you can't ever sit and be complacent in a situation just because it's not absolutely horrific to your own standards. There's always work to do. Okay? Clock it. There's always work to do. They aren't busting their asses, LMAO. I see my coworkers make money doing nothing. You actually have to try a little bit instead of being a victim. So you just have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not going to argue with you anymore because frankly, that's just wasting my time and I'm not going to give you attention that you don't deserve. Why am I on a roll tonight, low-key? But anyways, aside from that loser, let's see. Lots of people making money doing nothing for sure. And you know what? Of course. And we have that as well too. I'm not saying that like, oh my gosh, every single person in the country is just so, they need to be making millions and millions of dollars. I'm not saying that. But I think we can call out imbalances when we see one. Or when we see some. Let's see. You're right about being true with you and only you, because I've hung out with the wrong crowd, and even though I don't do any drugs, but half my friends do drugs. Yeah, that's probably something you want to stay away from. That's probably something you want to stay away from. I bring 600K a year to the table and a lifetime of trauma wrapped together in a 30-year-old body. That's another thing too. Just because somebody makes a lot of money doesn't mean that their life is easy either. There's a lot of different variables that makes a person's life. So, you know what, I don't like the black and white thinking that I guess a lot of people have. It's either 100% this or it's either 100% that. Like, no, you need to think more outside of the box and think of like different things. You know what I mean? Whoop! She's currently in college. Also, I feel like you're privileged enough to not see how hard it is to get a job now. You must be old. Yeah, and that's another thing too. Like a lot of, you know, the older generation will say, well, just work harder. Dude, like, I'm sorry, you can literally look up the statistics yourself and see that it's not even just about people, like, working harder. Like, the gap between people's salary and how much things cost nowadays is, like, 3 times the amount that it used to be when the old solution was, oh, yeah, just work harder. We don't live in that world anymore. It's 2026. Things are constantly changing. You know, people are constantly having to adapt of a new way of life and job market. Things are not as cut and dry, and it's frankly ignorant to believe that. You know what I mean? Check your face in the book. What is that? Thank you for the super chat though, LCR. But what is that? Oh, I could tell how old you are. Angie simply isn't lazy. I don't think you understand what you're saying. You're blindly hating on a college student. You sound like you're being lazy right now. Go. And you know what? Clock it, Tomry. Clock it down. Because imagine calling me lazy, but here you are in a live stream, typing your little fingers away to type in all these hate comments about, oh, how I'm a victim and this and this and that. Instead of extracting like value from what I'm saying, you're just focusing on all the points that you want to disagree on. And that's lame. How many times did you get your lips upgraded? Never did, babe. These are all natural. Let's see. Take a walk or something. Do something productive with your life instead of talking shit to a college student. And clock it. You know, this is what I mean. Like, people just get on the internet. They think they could say anything and be anybody because, oh, you know, they don't have to have, like, their identity connected to their account. And it's like, dude, you're still a loser. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't change that, whether we know who you are in real life or not. And my hair's coming out. Oh, no. Let's see. It's patronizing and condescending when they want to offer you a pizza like you're a little kid. And I agree, like, people deserve more than that. You know, people gotta live. You're a supervisor, so you don't do shit. Is what I'm saying. Like, all different, everybody's gonna have their own opinions at the end of the day, and it's all from different, like, shared experiences that we've had. Like, maybe minimum wage workers have a different experience than somebody who's like a manager or a supervisor, or somebody who's take it even way step further, CEO of a company. Like, all different job roles and placements, everybody's gonna have a different experience. Would you give to the poor? Would you give clothes off your back to someone really in need? Yes, I 1,000% would. The only time that I'm sometimes careful about interacting with, say, like, homeless people, is just out of, like, my own safety. You know what I mean? And I hate that I even have to think like that because, you know, years ago when I was like 18, 19, I would see a lot of homeless people on our street actually, and I would like do full on shoppings for these people. I would go, there was this family one time that was on the street, and it like broke my heart. Like, these kids were like, toddlers. And I said, you know what? I got you guys. I went to Publix, I did a whole shopping. I got like diapers for the babies, bottles, food for the babies, food for the couple. I even got like sanitary products for the lady and like all kinds of different stuff, waters, food, snacks, all kinds of, I was thinking of all different things. And I bought that all for this homeless family on the street. It's in my heart to do things like that. And, once I gave them all that stuff, they were like so appreciative of it. And it's like, it's not even about like, oh, them being like, oh my God, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, I don't even care about that. But just like the fact to help somebody who needs it is like huge to me, you know what I mean? But it's like nowadays I am a little bit more reserved in that, just because there's so much violence in this world and you never know. Violence can come from anybody, and I just feel like as a girl, as a woman, who is like more on the petite side, I am a little bit more cautious about who I interact with. So I don't want to get like beat up or killed or anything. And, sometimes people struggle with mental illness, whether they're homeless or just a regular person walking in the street. You never know. So I'm a little bit more cautious these days about it, but I have done my fair share of helping. And when I am a lot more financially stable, that is something that I'm interested in doing too, is actually giving back to the people, because it's like, I don't understand people are billionaires and contribute absolutely nothing to society. It's like, okay, great, you're making more technology stuff, that's great. Are you doing anything else besides that? Like, you're a billionaire. There is no reason why anybody on this earth should have $1 billion. I just don't believe in that. I just don't believe in that. What about your resume on LinkedIn? Let's not even talk about that. Oh, I hate LinkedIn too. I feel like that's so out of date. The entire system needs to fall. Then everything should be reconstructed around basic necessities being currency mandatory for all. No more luxuries of any form. It's just difficult because it's like, I know a lot of these issues aren't easily solvable at the snap of a finger, right? Like, it's going to take years. It's going to take a lot of hard work to be able to make the kind of change that we want to see. But I think it's important for like people to give a crap enough to like make that change. You know what I mean? On the other hand, supervisors are lazy AF. They don't do shit but what? Walk around? My supervisors stay in their office all day while I make pallets and get upset at me for taking a break. That's another thing too. Like, who are we to call anybody lazy? Like, if you sit on your ass all day, I don't know, bro. Maybe you shouldn't be calling other people lazy. We have to worry about everybody else's country. If we just worried about us, we'd have a great country over here. But no, we want to give everybody else everything. Let me just say, I don't even understand our connection with like this whole Israel thing right now either. I don't understand that. I'm not going to get too much into that, but I personally don't understand that. You are a number in the system unless you create the system. Yeah, basically. Ooh, the Tomry and what's his name battle. Clock it. You don't need to bring up every single unrelated topic while we're working. Like I said, shut the F up with the extremes. That's what I'm saying. Like, people pick and choose what they want to get out of what anybody says. And it's like, if you're just going to be like that, there's really no point for you to be here. Like, I am more than willing and happy to have a productive conversation where people disagree and have their own thoughts about things. I love that. But I'm not going to sit here and try to converse with like a nitpicker. It's just not in my interest to do that. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, LCR. That's what I'm saying. Don't spend so much time on such an ignorant person. Yeah. Don't give them so much attention because that's what they want at the end of the day, you know? I can guarantee your coworkers hate you. And saying this is someone who has shitty ass supervisors. That's what I'm saying. Like, it ain't even, it's just, we can talk about this forever, guys. Honestly, we could. Hey, thank you for the super chat. Do not read this notification. Appreciate it. And I always read it. I always read it anyway. Let's see. Oh, that is JJ from Outer Banks. Rubber bands on a watermelon. Basically asking for $10 every other 20 rubber bands, making money for nothing. Well, on the other side of the coin, you could view that as, wow, is the state of the world right now this bad? Do people like feel the need to like have that be their income? Like, you know what I mean? There's multiple different ways to kind of view things. And I think we forget too that like social media and being on social media is a real job, whether we like it or not. Like some people are making millions of dollars on this. Some people are, barely making enough to scrape by. But it's still a job at the end of the day. It's something that takes time, it takes work. Just because your idea of like what work is to you is different than somebody else's, anything that requires hours out of your day to do, that's a job. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you could get paid for it, great. People have to live and survive out here. So it's like, I don't know. The discourse on that is kind of weird. Oh well, that's easy. Don't live in a big city. Yeah, I'm just not interested in like having conversations with people who are ignorant, honestly. It's not that I don't feel accomplished. I do feel accomplished, but like I said, I'm personally a high achieving person. So it's like the moment I accomplish something, I'm already on to like the next thing. And it's like, what more can I accomplish? How can I keep the ball rolling? How can I get better and better and better and work harder and harder and harder and like to do what I really want to do? And like, again, I'm willing to work very hard for things that I love and am passionate about. For example, this social media, this little box that I'm talking to you guys on right now. I'm very passionate about that. But if you ask me to like go work hard at something I could give a shit less about, I'm not really gonna want to do it. And that's not a fact of me being lazy. It's just a fact of like me being smart of where I want to put my time and energy into. Let's see. Oh, you take sick days. That's cute. People who aren't lazy don't take those. I went to work to make pallets and run the loader with a 102 fever. I'm sure you're not sick. Maybe mentally though. Oh my gosh, Tomry is eating. Tomry is eating right now. Honestly, good for you. Good for you. You know what? Clock him. Clock him, because some people do need to be clocked, but also, people like him are probably, you're never going to get through at the same time. If you make no changes, you're not going to feel accomplished. You got to make a change to, yeah, I mean, we know that already. Like, we know that, you know what I mean? And, it's not even just as simple as, making a change. Things don't happen overnight. A lot of times you have to work long and hard for something. Shit takes years to build, and that's with a lot of things. Whether you're trying to learn a new skill, whether you're trying to, like, I don't know, start social media, that takes years to build. Whether you're trying to start in any new job market or whatever, you got to build up experience. Anything that you want to work hard at takes time. It's not something that's like, day and night, you know what I mean? That's why I just hate like the cut and dry thinking, because people don't take all of that into account. It's like, why don't you just fix your problems by doing this? Yeah, dumbass, we all know like the root cause of what things are and why they are. But it's like the actual process of going about it is a lot more than just this or that. It's just stupid. I don't even like to have that conversations. Obviously, not all homeless people are bad. Some of them can take advantage of you and aren't grateful. Maybe even stab you and throw you in a ditch. And, well, you know, and that's like the worry sometimes too. Is it's like, let's be real, okay? I don't want to say this to come off like a jerk or anything, but you know, a lot of times homeless people do struggle with mental illness. But again, how could they not? You know what I'm saying? If I was homeless tomorrow, you know, I'm sure I would develop some kind of mental illness too. I would be struggling. Normal people don't just like live on the street and have to like suffer through extreme heat or extreme cold, or like not knowing when their next meal is going to be, or when they're going to be able to like drink water again, you know, or wash themselves. It's like that's not, you know, how we, majority of us, live a normal life. So of course people that are put in those situations are going to succumb to mental illness. So it's like I understand all that, you know, but at the same time it's like you do kind of have to look out for yourself in certain situations. Old geezers like y'all in the workforce only complain about these young people for being lazy. You know damn well you don't do shit. I'm curious, were you a supervisor? Oh my god. And it's getting heated, y'all. It's getting heated. Cool. I'm not even seeing half this stuff. I was privileged to have good parents, never been homeless, but I've been poor. I currently work to get my parents a good retirement. Also, 30-year-old is hating on a 22-year-old. Yeah, like, I don't know. And that's the thing, too. Like, honestly, like, genuinely, if you guys don't like what I'm saying, or you don't agree with what I'm saying, or you, like, you know, well, some people can disagree with what I'm saying, but like me as a person. Let's just say all these things are true. You don't agree with anything that I'm saying. You don't even like me as a person. You don't even like what I'm doing. You don't have to be here. You can leave. You know that, right? Like, you don't have to sit here and like play keyboard warrior and like fight with people in the comments, fight with me. You're just wasting your time. And if you call everybody else a lazy piece of shit, maybe you should take your own advice and like put your time worth to something better that you'll have a better return on investment on, because right now this is giving you nothing. Like, it's just lame. It's just lame. Let's see. What is happening? If they earn the money legal, they should be able to keep, they should be able to make all they want whenever anybody else should get off their ass and make their own money. My mom work in the fields. I love how you start doing meaningless, random meaningless things on the computer every time you start thinking and talking deep. Yeah, I'm literally doing nothing. Like, I'm literally just clicking in between tabs, because it's like a little ADHD tick, but it's like I'm literally doing nothing. Let's be real. Like, when I have to focus on what I'm saying. Let's see. Ooh, nope, she's natural. And you know what? Tommy is my greatest defender right now. Thank you. Tom Ree. Why do I always say that? I always say Tommy. You know what? Why do I even have to clock when he's already clocking so much better than ever I could? Thank you. Bro, okay, anyways. I'm just gonna start ignoring these ignorant people, because it's just lame. Like, I have no interest to sit here and argue with you. You don't even know me at the end of the day. You guys don't even know who I am as a person. You know nothing about me. You just want to sit up here and, like, disagree to just make it, like, a point for yourself. So, we're done addressing anybody that's an asshole. Let's see. Please, the social media thing. Wait, what? Thank you for the super chat, though, LCR. Let's freaking go. Thank you. Another W in the chat for LCR. This is a W, not this. Wow, I'm like throwing up gang signs. I didn't even know this. Also, like, imagine defending billionaires when you're a nobody and they wouldn't even, like, step on you in the street. You know what I mean? Like, imagine defending that. Like, billionaires don't even give a shit whether you live or die. Let's be real. Let's see. You guys are so weird, like, seriously weird. Yeah, I don't get it. Like, again, if it's something that, like, you don't agree with or you're not into, literally just leave. Like, you have nothing better to do than like argue with a 22-year-old online. Like, okay. Let's see. Why did the monkey fall out of the tree? Oh no. Bro, you are not a billionaire. No billionaire would be commenting like you. You are not a billionaire, brother. And if you are, you're still lame. Not even gonna lie. You can have all the money in the world, but if your attitude is lame, it's lame. And you can't change that. I can imagine you spent 30 minutes on that guy's point of view. Can we please move on? We have moved on, baby. I am moved on. I'm talking about things that I like to talk about because I like to have like these big conversations when it's just like talks about walks of life. Half the people come on here to just troll. It has nothing to do with you. And that's true too. You know, sometimes we take it like so personal or like, oh my gosh, whatever. But yeah, like some of these people, like literally their lives are so lame that they come on here to like just feel something by trolling. I'm telling your mom that you're on here. Girl, I'm 22. My mom loves my YouTube channel. She's like, when are you going live? When are you going live? I'm glad that the dude left. I would have kept going. Yes, Tom Ree's keeping this going on in spirit. And it's just funny. Oh my gosh. You know what? As you should. Freaking clock these people. You know, like, I'm half and half. Like, I'll clock for a little bit, and then it just gets tiring. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, we know you're lame. You know, nothing we can do about that. That was a good conversation, though. That was a good conversation. I enjoyed that. Y'all literally so sarcastic. And to see how easy it is to control my own chat. Like, you think you're above the program, bitch, you're not. Yeah, I don't really use Facebook, to be honest. And yeah, I don't really use Facebook. I'm only on there for like when my family posts pictures or something, but honestly not even for that. I check it like every few months. That was definitely not a good conversation. Well, I think it was. I enjoy talking about these things because, you know, there's depth to it. It's not just surface level stuff. I hate rich people. Don't we all? Argument with him wasn't productive. It was fun to talk shit though. I bet Broski is just a supervisor at Walmart. I'm kidding. I don't know. And like, that's another thing. You know, you gotta be in the mood to fight back with these trolls. And sometimes I am. Like, sometimes it is kind of funny to have that banter. I did get a little heated. Sorry. You don't have to apologize. Like, as you should. Do you see me, Tom Ray? Like, I get heated all the time. And it's like, it's not even like I get heated about, oh, people are disagreeing with me or people don't like me. I just get angry about how people view the world. Like, you really view other humans and people as like nothing. You know what I mean? I just don't like that. I just don't like that. Like, you know, they're so quick to call me like lazy or you're selfish or all this stuff. And it's like, bro, like, you don't even care if like, you just care about nobody but yourself. And like, to me, it's just like pathetic. I don't know. And if everybody thinks like that, we wouldn't have a productive society. You know, you should be confident. You should want to do better for your own life and take care of yourself, of course, but you should also care about other people. Like, you shouldn't be so disconnected. A happy early birthday. But Facebook is all I got. Is that who I think it is on your flag? Yes, it's JJ. Guys, I think I'm gonna end it here though, but that was a good conversation. We fought, we clocked. If you're new here, please subscribe. We're trying to get to 10K by the end of March, or which is this month literally, which I think we can do. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you don't miss the next time we go live or another video. And yes, I did shave my eyebrows once, but they are fully grown back now. Like, low-key have to shape them because they're like bushy now. I don't like the bushy brow. I do not like that. But I'm gonna hand in this homework that I have. It's just like so stupid. I don't know. I hate everything. But you know what? At least I'm you girls doing multiple things at once, staying busy. Good night, y'all. Yes, you guys have a good night. Turn on those post notifications and be kind. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to other people. Unless they're rude to you first, then clock them. And then be like, okay, not wasting my time on you anymore, loser. But yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you guys Friday night. Today's Wednesday, right? I'm double checking. yeah, today's Wednesday. I'll see you guys Friday night. And yeah, good night, guys. Rest well. Go to sleep. Don't stay up too late if it's nighttime for you. Okay.